All right. So today is the introduction of proofs, which is a significant part of geometry and some people are always scared about. But we're going to begin with familiar environments of just algebra. These are called two-column proofs because we've got two columns. One has statements and one has reasons. And you'll notice that we were given an equation to start with, and we're given what it is we're supposed to achieve. So in statement number one, I'm given this expression, and I have to justify that I'm writing it down. Where did it come from? Well, your first reason is just about always writing the word given. But the proof is for you to algebraically demonstrate conclusively why this, x equals 3, which is our last step, is true. So what do I do to get from this first step to the second step? Addition, but I'm doing it to both sides. So what do we call that? Yeah, addition property of equality. How do I get to the next step? Good. I've got 20x. I want 1x. I'm going to divide both sides by 20. So I'm going to call it division property of equality. And 3 is equal to x. I mean, that's right. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. It's not in the right structure. I want to switch their places. So that's how I use this symmetric property of equality. And I'm done. I've achieved it. I've gotten to x equals 3, which is what I was trying to prove. The way I show that I'm done is I write QED. It's Latin. It stands for quod erat demonstratum, that which was to be shown. In other words, drop the mic. So let's do it again here. Now it's slightly reversed because I'm giving you all the reasons and asking you to write the statements. So what statement am I given to start with?
-4 in parentheses x plus 8 in parentheses equals -5x.
Exactly. I look up here to where given is, and I'm going to write exactly this thing here. What do I do next? Distributive property, right? That's what this says to do, so that's what I'll do. -4x minus 8 equals -5x. Now there's a couple of choices here, but I think there's one choice that's the best thing to do next. What should we do next? Add 4x. Could I add 5x?
Yeah.
I could, but that wouldn't get me very far. I'd combine my x's, but I'd still have to then move the 8 to the other side. So that's not really the most efficient way. Since I've already got constants on the left, I'm going to move my variables over to the right by adding 4x to both sides. That's the addition property of equality. And my result will be -x equals -1x. -8 equals -1x. And then it tells me I need to do division property of equality next. So what will my result be? 8 equals x. And that's almost right, but that's kind of like red big balloon. It conveys the idea, but it just sounds wrong. How should I write this? X equals 8. And that's not only because it sounds wrong, but because that's what I have to prove. That's going to match. And I know I'm done, so what do I say? QED. And you never heard QED before? Anyone know the call sign letters for NPR? Local public radio? What is it?
KQED.
KQED. That's where it comes from. In other words, it's proving what you're supposed to prove. All right. I'm going to let you work on this a little bit after the quiz, and then I'll come and explain some of it. But this should give you your context necessary to get some of the work done after today's quiz, if you finish in time.